People of God, I thank you for joining. This is the channel for Amani.Upendo.Wellness. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Today's just a little story time, just me sharing a bit of a testimony. A part of my deliverance really came when I decided that I no longer want to have people around me that are trying to collect archives or trying to collect information about me that they can weaponize and use against me. I deserve people that choose to be around me because they want to and are actually willing to create change and positive change around me and for themselves because they believe that every one of their actions has a reaction. When I got up and I decided that I was going to make this change, a lot of people called me partial. A lot of people felt like it was discriminatory, that, I should just be happy with my 81st deli and sit down and just be glad that I had something. And when I got up and I said, you know what, I kind of want to do things this way, I want to wait and see, I became a target. They called me partial and they were partial to me to this day. To this day, I can't say that I've gotten help. I can't say that I've gotten a DM. And yet, these are the same people that had called me partial for many years and were very, very aggressive and very focused on letting me know that they didn't agree with my views that I had in my own home, mind you. But regardless, I got up. The moral of the story is that I got up and I decided that I no longer want people that are willing to wait until the day that I raise my voice to say that I'm undeserving, especially when they know deep inside their soul that, like, they knew the day they walked around the corner that they were trying to discredit me and prove that I wasn't good enough. And so I deserve better than to have people around me who are intentional in those acts. They're intentional in coming around the corner and targeting me and doing all these things. But the day that even though they know they're in that place, the day I raise my voice, suddenly I'm not a good friend and I'm undeserving. When everybody's standing up and clapping for me and cheering for me and honoring me, I don't deserve that seat. But when there are pictures circulating and trending on the internet, suddenly I'm right where I belong and I should just enjoy the ride. I deserve better. When I made those choices, understand, when you make those choices in life as a wellness coach, this is my opinion. When you start to make those choices in life, understand people will get angry. They will get upset. They'll get upset to hear you say that, oh, I could never date someone like that. Because the reality is that that person was just going to try and mac on you. So to hear you say that, it triggers them. To hear you say, no, I'm not interested, it triggers them. Instead of it going, hey, ma, why do you feel that way? Or let's talk about this. It triggers them. It could be the same institution where I can sit down and have a conversation about abortion and about someone come to me. I'll tell you this story. I had a conversation with somebody. I had to do a project. I had a project that I had to do, and here I was doing it last minute. This is my story time. I had that project and I had to do it last minute. And I ran and I was going around, and I don't know, I just felt like I didn't care. I wasn't worried about it. But it led me to the pub. And I went over there and I ended up talking to somebody, and I ended up talking to a security guard. And I don't know, I don't see why he would lie, but even now thinking about it and just the significance, I really have to wonder, like, if it was legitimate. But he told me, this is what he said to me, that his mom actually thought of having an abortion with him. And we had like a whole support group sitting in the middle of the college pub about a topic that I was supposed to go and write down statistics and go write down stories of how it impact people and what should be the real response. And here I go to the place and I'm having a conversation with somebody sitting in front of me with like 5 or 6 other people. And he says, you know what, actually, my mom, was in that place and she didn't know what she was going to do and yada, yada, yada. And, due to her own sheer strength and this and that, I'm here to this day. And we walked away and left. Can you imagine that? And here I was supposed to be putting it on paper. I was supposed to be sitting down and like doing it for marks. And I was just doing it for like kicks that same day. And the funny thing is, in that same institution, I've had people sitting around me telling me to go kill myself. In that same institution, I've had people coming around me and disrespecting me as if maybe I'm the partial one. I had to set a boundary and say, look, I deserve better. I deserve to have people, not because, even as a Christian, not because I'm so holy, but you know what? The Bible tells me that whoever believes, and I walk in that authority, it tells me that it's only the blood that can save me. It's by his grace. And so that's why I walk around with confidence. Understand, it doesn't matter what color I wear. Understand, I never thought I was perfect. And when I saw your life falling apart right in front of you, and here I was pouring oil and praying, and here I was outstretching my hand, understand, I didn't and do those things and do them like partially. I did those things by faith because I believed, even if it didn't work out. That's where my mind has always been. But I realized that we were not on the same page with that, because you have always been trying to take little things that you know about me and use them to weaponize them against me. And when I say you, I'm speaking to listeners because I know that the haters are always listening. So forgive me on that. But going back to the main point, going back to the main point is this. I not only did I experience self development or deliverance, but I also saw it manifested in my life around me when I started to say, you know what? Even if they accuse me of being partial, I'm still going to make the choice to set that boundary. It's unfair that on the day that I raise my voice, I'm a target and I'm what's wrong with the world. It's unfair. But you know what? I'm going to just make a change in my life whereby I have people around me that like are not just trying to collect archives. The day that they saw me, they actually saw me as cute. They actually saw me as a friend. They didn't just see me like, oh, let me go get information from this person. They weren't just trying to give me an end of year gift. They actually came and they meant what they said. That's what I deserve. Because that's also how I feel. That's why I applied. That's why I said, okay, you know what? Great. And it did help me. There was a time when it helped. That's why I was always giving. There's a reason for those things. And even though those things don't work out, understand that when I poured that oil and when I was marching around, I meant it. And so all I need to do is I need to put myself in a place where I see people around me that are willing to create, not obstacles, not drama, not problems, not trauma, but they're willing to create change. And they're willing to create change because they know that they want it and they need it as bad as me. I encourage you to do the same. I encourage you to do the same today. And you know what? A part of that journey started because I went back to the Bible. And so, first of all, start there and start reading the word and understanding the word and what God says about you. And once you start there, yeah, you can start doing things around your life and for yourself. But I encourage you 100%. Start today. You can do it today. That is my story time. That is my little spiel on my experience there. If you haven't already, like and share this video, subscribe to this channel, check out my latest articles. My article there with Pretty Women Hustle is live. Some island flavors that you can add to your diet. It's really great. You know, I had to do a little bit of research on that to see like, what recipes in the islands are great. So go and check it out. It's a great read, great platform there. And above all else, stay connected and stay blessed.